Hey guys, so first off, the purple's gone. Yeah, it was a hard decision and I miss it a lot, but my hair was starting to get to a really dodgy state, so I figured it would probably be best to just let it rest for the winter. The original plan was to go back to my natural blonde, but there was so much blue dye residue in my hair that it just went this really attractive military green. So I've joined Team Ginge for a while. I have to admit, it's kind of growing on me. So anyway, there's this thing that I struggle with, and today I just wanted to sort of get it off my chest and see if anyone else is in the same boat. It's what I like to call cosplay compulsion. Cosplay compulsion is when you're watching something or reading something and then suddenly your brain goes, oh my god, I need to cosplay that. Particularly common when starting new shows, watching trailers for things, or even just looking at other people's cosplays. Suddenly, you immediately want to push aside all your carefully thought out cosplay plans for the year and start this new thing right now. People who suffer from severe cosplay compulsion, like myself, don't even need to be watching something new. Just looking at a piece of art, or even just thinking about something in a vague, abstract, hey, wouldn't it be cool if someone cosplayed this sort of way, can have you adding it to your list. Then suddenly it's all you can think about and you are absolutely determined to get it done for the next upcoming convention. It's particularly prevalent around this time of year when everyone's making their cosplay plans for the year ahead, and we all seem to forget that it's a physical impossibility to cosplay all of the things. The worst part though, the part that I consider to be a problem, is when you've rearranged all of your plans to fit in this new cosplay, planned out exactly how you're going to do it, and spent all of this time and money getting your materials together, and then suddenly you don't really feel like doing it anymore. I get this, like, a lot. I have this rule where, other than joining groups for friends, something has to have been on my cosplay list for at least 2 months before I'm actually allowed to start working on it. I just get so caught up in the prettiness of a costume that I don't even think about whether I actually care enough about the character to follow through and cosplay it. And then suddenly I've got all this material for a costume that I don't really want to make, but I've hyped it up so much to my friends and to other cosplayers that I kind of feel like I have to. And as I'm sure all you cosplayers will agree, making a costume that you don't really want to be making is so soul-crushing. When you only have the time to make a certain number of costumes per year, wasting that time on something you don't like all that much is just a terrible feeling. I mean, a lot of the time I have just abandoned ship and eventually used those materials for something else. But a lot of the time you don't really get that loss of motivation until you're so far in you can't justify quitting. To be fair, every costume usually hits a point where you just don't want to even look at it anymore, but at least with those you can still remember why you wanted to do it. You still have the love of the character and you still want to wear the costume. You just kind of wish that the cosplay elves would come in the middle of the night and finish everything so that you don't have to. I tend to find that with costumes I decide on in Cosplay Compulsion, by the time I'm wearing them, I don't really want to be. I just want to cosplay all of the things, but I don't have the time or the money or the skill. So I try and cut it down. I try and make a list for the whole year before the year even starts. But then that doesn't leave me with any room to add anything new during the year, so I have to trade it out with a costume that's already on the list, and then just how do you even prioritise? It's something I really struggle with, and it just stresses me out a lot because I end up getting overly ambitious and trying to fit way too many costumes into a year. So, fellow cosplayers, what do you do to organise your cosplay schedule? How do you resist the cosplay compulsion? Tips are very much welcome, and maybe in 2015 I'll be able to manage my life a little better. Yeah, good luck with that. Cosplayer of the week is Lisa B, who is also a crazy awesome photographer and takes a lot of my cosplay photos. She's really great, guys, go like her page. Also, don't forget, I'm at Wales Comic Con in Wrexham this Sunday, signing and selling books, and I'll be cosplaying Carol Marcus. I really hope I'll see you there, but if not, I'll see you when I see you. Bye!